Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Good morning, dear students. I, Dr. Chintan Wagela, Assistant Professor of English subject, warm welcome you all in today's session. Dear students, we always believe and we always begin every session by discussing a quote on education. Dear students, the quote is all about the Benjamin Franklin, that he says that investment in knowledge pays the best interest. We always believe, we always discuss that what we will get better and best. But here I just want to say that an investment in all knowledge pays the best interest. So always make sure that try to invest in knowledge first rather than the other things, and make sure you will get all these things in multiple ways. So dear students, our today's topic is all about, in school time you have written so many essays. Today we will discuss several parts and several types of essays in three different ways. First one, we can see that a multitude of meanings. So we will discuss the different meanings of the essays and the types of the essays. Number one, narrative essay, descriptive essay, expository essay, persuasive essay, and argumentative essay. Yes. Before we go ahead, I just want to discuss with you that we are having the various meanings of the essay. Let's discuss origin and definition of the essay. So dear students, first of all we will discuss from where the essay word is originated. The term essay comes from the French verb essayer, meaning to try or to attempt. Initially the word referred to a trial or attempt, which is still considered an alternative meaning. So dear students, here that you can see the roots of the word essay is from the French word essayer. Okay, that is the main important thing that you have to keep in your mind, and you can write this line while you are writing in examination. Characteristic of an essay. It is very also necessary to remain in your mind that which are the characteristics. How can we define that essay is good or not, or how can we improve the qualities of an essay in very effective way. So an essay is an analytic, interpretative, or critical literary composition. It is typically shorter, less systematic, and more personal than a dissertation or the thesis. So dear students, in school time, mostly that you are getting an information about that you have to write an essay in 150 to 200 words. So mostly what happened, there is no any kind of special mechanism we have. It is all about our reading. It is all about the listening what we have read in so many places. That is the thing that you have to keep in our mind. It is less systematic. So please make sure there is no any kind of system that we have to follow to write an effective essay. Number three, varied definitions by critics. Yes, dear students, here that you can see that we will find a various definitions by the different critics. Let's start. Adolph Huxley, that he described that essays as works that draw from multiple words, suggest based essay incorporate aspects of the world. He also humorously referred to as essay one of the damn thing after the another. So dear students, here that you can see the perspective of the critic Adolph Huxley. We are having one more critic, that is called Francis Bacon. Bacon referred to essay as dispersed meditations, emphasize their own reading. One more critic we have, that is called Samuel Johnson. Johnson defined the essay as a loose sally of the mind, highlighting the spontaneous and unstructured quality. So obviously, dear students, here that you can see we are having three different categories, three different critics: Adolph Huxley, Francis Bacon, and Samuel Johnson. All these experts, they have mentioned their own definition about the essays. Now let's start. Yes, dear students, the very first type is all about the narrative essay we have. Dear students, the word is called narrative. Narrative, I hope that you all are very familiar with this word called narrative. Narrative means to narrate something, to explain something in our own words. I just want to give one example. See, while we have visited any historical place, while we have watched any kind of movie, and we are having the narration to our friends and the connected people. So what happened? That we are discussing, we are narrating whatever we have watched and whatever we have read. So that is one kind of that narrative essay. But let's see, it's one kind of the technical definition we are having. A narrative essay is one kind of short story we have. It is, however, different from a short story that is written in an essay format. Yes. So, dear students, in narrative story, it's one kind of story we have, and in it is written in essay format we have. Let's see the first one. The hook means how to begin. In introduction, the first sentence should be fascinating. They attract the readers to continue the reading. Dear students, yes, it is very mandatory when you are narrating the story. Make sure. Why? Because when you start any kind of presentation, when you start the narration, please make sure you have to narrate the story. You have to start the story in a tremendous and the most interesting way. The reason is only and only that the listener, the people who can pay their interest and they can listen it properly. That is the main concern that you have to keep in our mind. The first sentence should be fascinating, that attracts the readers to continue in reading. The writer on a narrative essay need begin the essay with starting facts and numbers. One may begin with the description of one's own feeling and experiences as well. Make sure, dear students, that is the main thing that you have to keep in our mind while you are narrating the story, while you are narrating any kind of essay. You have to make sure that you have to share your personal feelings and experience as well. The reason behind it that the listener, the people who are listening to you, they can attract to you and you can narrate your story more precisely. The introduction also sets the scene by providing details about your essay, especially the time and place relevant to this story, helping the readers visualize the context. One movie. Suppose you have watched one movie and you are narrating the story, you are narrating the theme, you are narrating the story of the picture to the people, to your friends. Make sure always try to introduce first in more exciting way. As for example, who is the protagonist, who is the villain, who is the story, and so many things. The thesis statement in a narrative essay can differ from other essays as well, starting with a personal story or a thematic statement to draw the reader in. The body of the essay elaborates on the experience, including specific example to enrich the narrative. Finally, the conclusion wraps the story, summarizing the key points and reflecting on the writer's purpose. Sometimes leaving readers with thought-provoking questions as well. Sometimes what happens? The last line I just want to discuss one more time, that the purpose sometimes leaving readers with the thought-provoking questions. While you narrate the story properly, make sure the people will ask so many questions to know more and more. But it depends on your narration first. Yes, dear students, for your more clarification, I have said some examples of essay that you are getting on your screen. Number one, the day I conquered my greatest fear. A life-changing conversation with a stranger. My first day in a foreign country. The moment that changed everything. When I learned the true meaning of friendship. Dear students, as you are getting the 5 different essays, all these essays which are full of narration. Obviously, for example, number 1, the day I conquered my greatest fear. So, dear students, in this line, in this essay, we are having a matter of the fear, the greatest fear of our life. So, while you are narrating the particular experience, what you have felt, obviously that you will try to identify the place, the time, the date, and whatever the game you have faced, that you have participated, and then you can start the story. Make sure while you are having a narration of the particular fear you have, it is very necessary to identify the scenario first. And when you have a scenario very clear, you will get more and more listeners, and you are having more good skills in the narration in the essay. Yes, next essay is all about the descriptive essay. Let's see. The essence of a descriptive essay is to vividly describe something so readers can imagine it as if they are experiencing it themselves. This style of writing in English literature uses detailed sensory language to make readers see, feel, hear, taste, or smell the subject, whether it is a person, place, object, or any kind of concept, bringing it to life in their minds. That is the main component of the descriptive essay. As I have said, some descriptive essays for you, that you can see that you are having 5 different essays. Number 1, my secret garden hideaway, the bustling city market at dawn, my grandmother's kitchen, a walk through an ancient forest, the beach after a storm. As for example, number 4, a walk through an ancient forest. So dear students, the topic number 4, this essay brings maximum attention to the listener, to the people to whom you are having a story or the essay. Make sure it is all about the descriptive essay, and you require, to make the people feel that what you have already felt, your experience and all these things. And in this way means by having a description of the particular essay in more precise way, the people can pay attention also. Next slide is all about the expository essay. So first of all, let's see that what is the expository essay, and then we will discuss in the detail. An expository essay is a form of writing that aims to explain or describe a topic in a detailed and more logical way, helping readers understand the subject with clarity, and make sure it provides a comprehensive explanation of ideas, concepts, or processes by the presenting factual information. For examples, evidence you are having. The primary goal of an expository essay is to inform and educate the reader. Dear students, I just want to throw lights on this line one more time, that the prime goal of an expository essay is to inform and educate the reader. Dear students, while we are reading some books, novels, short stories, magazine, so different people have different mindset. Different readers have their own choices. But what is the main reason of expository essay? The thing is all about to inform something. While you want to pass an information, if you want to educate the reader, you can go for the expository essay and you can bring a significant change. You can also educate the reader, avoiding personal opinions or biases. Dear students, make sure while you are having expository essay, one thing that you have to keep in your mind, that kindly don't go for your personal opinions or the bias. Otherwise, you cannot create your own impression on the reader's mind. For example, if I'm having a bias for the particular thing, a neutral, and then you have to share an information to the people. For expository essay, I have brought some examples to you. Yes, as you are getting 4 different essays on your screen, a review of a product, a comparison of different things, scientific report, and a magazine article. For example, a comparison of different things. Dear students, while we are comparing 2 things, please make sure we have to be neutral. For example, a mobile phone, the most selling device, the gadget nowadays. While we purchase the mobile phone, or while we have to purchase the mobile phone, we always have a comparison. Which one is good, which one is bad, which is more significant camera, the battery, the performance, and so many things. But make sure different people have different mindset. So we don't have to compare the product, and we have to share an information. For example, if I am a camera oriented person, what I will prefer, I will always prefer the particular phone which gives me the better clarity. But it doesn't mean that the rest of the mobile phones are not good. So here, whenever you share any kind of information to the people, please make sure you must be neutral, and then only you have to share the information. Yes. Dear students, next slide is all about the persuasive essay. Let's see what is the persuasive essay first. So persuasive essay is more than just a piece of writing. It is a carefully constructed argument which has been designed to captivate and influence, ultimately sway the reader to adopt a specific viewpoint or take action. This dynamic form of writing transforms the author into a skilled reader. So that is the main concern of the persuasive essay we have. By having persuasive essay, you can advocate using logic, emotion, and evidence as their tools for persuasion. The goal is very clear, that to make the reader not just understand the writer's perspective or the intention, but to feel compelled to agree with it. So dear students, the main concern, what is the main concern, what is the main purpose of this persuasive essay? That not to reader just understand the writer's perspective, but to feel compelled to agree with it. So I have brought some examples to you, you can go through it. Why cities should ban single-use plastics? Electric vehicles should be mandatory by 2030. The case for urban farming. Why every building should have solar panels, and public transportation should be free. So dear students, all these types of these persuasive essays can easily brought the readers very near, very close to the writer, but it depends on their persuasive writing. Dear students, next slide is all about, that is called argumentative essay. Obviously, dear students, by getting the title, at least that you have an idea that which kind of essay is this. Argumentation. Arguments, that while you are arguing someone regarding some beliefs, some thoughts, some expressions, some opinions, some decisions, and so many things. So in argumentative essay, let's discuss what happened exactly. That this kind of essay mean to present arguments in the favor of something. Obviously, as we have already discussed, it has an additional fourth body paragraph that is meant to present opposite arguments. As for example, dear students, if I am sharing some information about the laptop, I am just giving one example. So somehow what happened, if I am asking to you that this kind of a laptop company is the best than the others, obviously I have to face this some argument, because see, not a single gadget or not every gadget is perfect. We are having the pros and the cons as well. So obviously the some people will argue. See, make sure that whatever the example that you are giving, that this kind of company is the best, obviously not. The laptop that you are suggesting to us is somehow little bit costly. In this budget, we are giving more features, so that you can see this kind of argument that we can get. And for your consideration, that I have brought some examples to you that you can see on your screen. Should social media platforms regulate political content? Is it artificial intelligence a threat to human jobs? Should the use of facial recognition technology be banned in public spaces? Do the benefits of self-driving cars outweigh the risk? Should online privacy be prioritized on national security? So dear students, whatever the topic that you are getting on your screen, all these topics, all these essays are full of argumentation. As you can see, as we have heard that in English language, that we are having one proverb that every coin has two sides. Okay, a good side and the bad side as well. So in this kind of essay, you will face argumentation as well. So dear students, I hope that you have enjoyed today's session. We have discussed various types of essay, and we have also discussed that while we are writing any kind of essay, which kind of basic thing that you have to keep in our mind to write an effective essay. I hope you have enjoyed this session. Thanks to all for giving your valuable time and presence. Thank you.
स्वाध्यायः